And there is our view there is the Soyuz TMA-19M. For those of us just joining our broadcast, we are just 8.5 minutes away from touchdown. A good view of the Soyuz spacecraft descending under its parachute. Everything has gone by the book, all the way from hatch closure last night to the undocking earlier this morning to the deorbit burn that took place not quite 48 minutes ago. We're now under 8 minutes until touchdown. The search and recovery forces are in place, flying in a circular pattern around the landing site. On the ground, the RSC Energia technical personnel and other support personnel are in place in all-terrain vehicles, waiting for touchdown that is expected to occur just about 7.5 minutes from now. Yuri Malenchenko, the Soyuz commander, having reported a short time ago that the crew is feeling well and that everything has gone normally with the Soyuz's return from orbit.
One 45, 1.5. Unintelligible.
The Soyuz spacecraft darting through several banks of clouds over the landing site. Time to touchdown just over 6 minutes. Again, that is a radio beacon from the Soyuz TMA-19M relaying a radio signal and other telemetry to the Antonov fixed-wing aircraft for the search and recovery forces that are flying in the vicinity of the landing site, acting as a relay source for the data to be received by the Russian flight controllers at the Russian Mission Control Center outside of Moscow. And emerging from another deck of clouds, there is the parachute, the familiar large orange and white parachute. This main parachute covers an area of about 1,000 meters, slowing the Soyuz to a descent rate of some 7.2 meters per second. Just a few feet off the ground, the soft landing engines will fire in a final braking maneuver, and the Soyuz and its crew will be home. Having launched 186 days ago in a journey that has spanned almost 79 million miles over almost 3,000 orbits of the Earth, the Soyuz is less than 4 minutes away from touchdown. The Russian Mi-8 helicopters have also established visual contact with the Soyuz as it approaches its landing site. Time to touchdown about 3 minutes. It is 3:12 in the afternoon in Kazakhstan as we near the end of the mission of this crew that launched back on December 15th, part of Expedition 46 initially, and then in March transitioning to Expedition 47 under the command of NASA's Tim Kopra. On board the International Space Station, the 3 Expedition 48 crew members, the new station commander Jeff Williams of NASA and his 2 Russian crewmates, Alex Skropochka and Alexei Ovchinin, are also watching this same view that you're watching of the Soyuz descending to the landing site, the video being fed up to the International Space Station.
We're past 1 kilometer mark.
Just about a minute until touchdown, and you can see one of the Russian Mi-8 helicopters flying in the vicinity with good visual observation of the Soyuz.
Copy.
The Soyuz nearing its touchdown point, southeast of the town of Kazakhstan. And we're standing by for touchdown. The Soyuz is home. Touchdown confirmed at 4:15 a.m. Central Time, 3:15 p.m. at the landing site in Kazakhstan. Tim Kopra, Tim Peake, and Yuri Malenchenko are back on Earth after 186 days in space, the same number of days aboard the International Space Station. The Soyuz has landed. Again, landing confirmed at 4:15 a.m. Central Time, 3:15 p.m. at the landing site southeast of the town of Kazakhstan.
Unintelligible.
As the ground-based search and recovery forces make their way toward the spacecraft, we'll find out before long whether or not it landed upright or whether or not the wind against the parachute might have dragged the Soyuz onto its side, which is not uncommon. It will take a few minutes for the search and recovery teams to make their way toward the proximity of the spacecraft and begin the task of opening up the hatch and extracting the crew. Once again, to recap, the Soyuz glided to a parachute-assisted landing right on target to a point southeast of the town of Kazakhstan in Kazakhstan, landing occurring at 4:15 a.m. Central Time, 3:15 p.m. at the landing site. We are awaiting further reports from the landing site as the search and recovery forces make their way toward the spacecraft, which again landed at 4:15 a.m. Central Time, 3:15 p.m. in Kazakhstan.
Сейчас нам